Hello there. My name is Anssi Pyysing, and I'm the owner and founder of Teerenpeli Distillery and brewery and restaurant over there in Finland. Teerenpeli distilling whiskey in Finland against all odds. Maybe the picture tells quite a bit of the things what we are looking over there in northern part of Finland. We have snow, we have cold, we have wet, we have hot, we have you name it, and we have it. And against all odds, maybe comes later on in the show what I'm going to tell you. But first of all, I also must tell you a little bit about my background and the town where I'm actually born, and it might even explain a little bit the things why I have done this. Because the town, it's first of all close to Russia border where I have born, and it's called, in Finnish, it's called Nuijamaa, and the free translation to that one to English is that it's idiot land. So maybe this explains a little bit why I've done all these things, what I'm going to tell you. The development of whiskey category in Finland compared to other markets. Okay, against all odds in Finland means that we are working over there with the government-owned and ruled policy. The country is totally ruled by them, and alcohol marketing is also seriously banned, so it's very difficult market to pull yourself through. But anyway, against all odds, we started doing and making whiskey over there, and that was 2002. And I'm proud to say that we were pretty much pioneering on the craft whiskey making over that year. But the key to the success, I guess, would have been all the time the idea that the customers were more and more all the time interested in small-scale brewing, small-scale whiskey making, and they were interested on the taste of different things. So we were able to survive for the first years up till 2015, when there were more distilleries coming along and more also breweries coming along all the time. So key factor how and why we have succeeded so far has been the customer interest on our products. Of course, the customer were able to get the drinks from bars and restaurants, and they were always working to find out better selection. And again, the story behind the makers, the story behind the people is always interesting. We come further, we find out that the locally produced things were also with the customer mind, and they were very interested of what you done locally. And like in our case, we have all the malt coming from the 100 kilometers radius, so it's very local, and the people are very interested on that by that side. So now we have the 20th anniversary year, and since us starting in 2002, there has been several distilleries starting. Like you were able to see in Fred's show, there was 9 distilleries now already in Finland. And we are forming, hopefully pretty soon, Nordic whiskey region, which is again something of unorthodox in a way, because as we know, we have these American whiskies, we have Scottish whiskies, and I'm really trying to push forward that Nordic whiskey region will emerge, hopefully in some day. And the Nordic whiskey region is, of course, part of New World Whiskies, and this is the reason why we are all here at the moment. So shortly, that's the things what has happened in Finland. My next slide is what are the consumers looking for from the producers, and this is fairly simple, I guess. If there's some of the producers around here, it's always one thing. What I find out that it's always the consumer with the new producers, with the new players in the game. They are looking for a reason to follow you as a distillery. Of course, they are looking for new, interesting bottlings. For sure, they are looking for development in taste, sustainability, and honest way of operating your business is of course very important thing. And also, furthermore, they are also looking for the possibility to be part of the story. All these things are the key factors if you want to be if you want to be what the producers are, what the consumers are really looking for. Let's go to the next one. How to reach a wider audience from smaller markets? Well, the points what I have been here placing out is at least be active in social media. That's a very important thing. Again, a little bit saying same thing what Fred was saying over here. Find the best importers to work with, and choose the right events to be part of, and join many competitions, because the competition again gives you a little bit more content into the social media you use. Secure your cash flow. This is maybe one thing that you have to remember when you start doing whiskey. In whiskey, there's a lot of money invested in into the storage, and unless you have a lot of money, make sure that you marry right or find somebody to invest to your company. But all these things, you have to be sure that you have a lot of money behind you when you start out making whiskey, and single malt whiskey for sure. And all of these things, nothing will happen straight away, so be ready. It will take a while. And for the last, this is just some details where to find us and how to find us. I was happy to be here. Thank you all.